Hey guys, it is me, Maddie Davis, and today's Filmbuff Friday review will be of SYNECDOCHE, New York. Holy shit. Oh, I already cussed. This review is going to be insane. I loved this movie so much. So if you're new to my channel, go subscribe, like this video, and let's jump in. So starring Philip Seymour Hoffman, I'm already in love. His performance. I can't even analyze this thing because, there's just so much working for him, and he's bringing so much boldness and brilliance to every scene. And my first acting teacher I ever had, I started taking acting classes in 8th grade with a very special teacher, Don Eitner, who has since passed away. And Don, he was the first person to introduce me to the potential an actor can have on stage with any text, with an audience. And I remember him telling me Philip Seymour Hoffman was someone I should watch, as well as Meryl Streep in Sophie's Choice. I watched that movie one weekend after he suggested it. And yes, Philip Seymour Hoffman meant something to me then, and means something always and today. So I'm not going to be talking much about his performance because it's a masterclass, and how could I break that down? But I will be talking about this film. Charlie Kaufman's directorial debut has got a fine, lovely stamp of our Kaufman man. I also tried to make an analysis of this film while watching. I was taking notes, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna piece it together, and I'm gonna be so, like, articulate. And then I realized, wait, this is actually really hard to intellectualize because it is a strictly emotional film, I'd say. It deals with the subconscious mind and the subconscious reality. And I guess what I realized is that there is always a part of us, the subconscious mind, that is dealing with and perceiving the world in this way. And I think what I love about this movie is that we get to see deeper into our main character, Caden, than I was prepared to. All the abstract things that happen in this movie are just projections of his fears, of his insecurities, of the loss he feels, the longing he has. This is his subconscious mind categorizing what he experiences in waking life. And we don't really get to know what is real in the waking life. Maybe except for some of the theater scenes that he's trying to recreate. Those seem like memories. But besides that, we see a depth that I really connected to. I guess what I realized while watching this film was that our subconscious mind is constantly dealing with life, people, events, things, like how this movie expresses Caden's life. It makes no logical sense, but all of the things that happen in this movie are just as real. And I found this movie extremely emotional because recently I've been remembering a lot of my dreams, and a lot of them resemble what this movie portrays and paints. And usually when I wake up, I wake up with some form of anxiety or pain or feeling like I just cried. I don't know, is that normal? But now I'm seeing how my subconscious is categorizing what's happening in my life. I've been having this repetitive experience in my dreams. It's very nightmarish. Each one of these dreams, I'm in a theater production, I'm on set for something, I'm making art, but the whole city and landscape around me is huge, whether that's in the middle of an ocean on a huge cruise ship, or a huge hotel, or it's around the city, and the city streets are just rolling and very colorful, very grand. And in the dreams, I'm either having to suppress the emotions I'm feeling in order to perform, or I'm having to exploit them and feel all the pain I'm experiencing as the character in my dream in front of a whole bunch of people. And also in these dreams, I am either at gunpoint or about to die having to fight for my life while doing art, or someone in my life is telling me they want to commit suicide, and it's the most painful thing. And I know I'm trailing off from the movie right now, but I guess what I love about this movie is that we get the depth of the subconscious mind. For me personally, with my dreams, I don't know if my subconscious mind is processing problems that I have to deal with, or if it's just reflecting the struggling existence I have, just letting those things flow through me. I don't know. It is very hard to break down dreams that we have, in addition to It's very hard to break down this movie. And if I were to do an in-depth analysis of our main character, Caden, I would say I think he sees himself in everyone. Or maybe that's what we do in our subconscious mind, because everyone is everyone. They say that in the movie. And then the other thing I got in analyzing his character was his whole subconscious life revolved around the production of a play that basically catalogs his entire life. But it's the idea that he keeps circling around, that his whole life is hurtling to the end. He has no choices or control of what's happening, and in the end, there is no audience. This play he's been working on for 40 years is his life, and it could mean nothing. But it does in this movie, because our director is saying, hey, this has value, look at it, and it does, because I connected to it very personally. And then some of the questions I have for myself after reflecting on my personal dreams is a part of me dying? Am I fearing a death in myself? Do I care more about the people in my life than they do about themselves? Or do I feel that art and performance is this huge, vast landscape that I'm just trying to find my place in? Because that's a consistent theme I have in all of these dreams. This vastness of a stage. Like, the stage is usually around a whole city, and it's like a huge water park. Wow, I love dreams! The subconscious mind is experiencing everything we're doing, probably very similarly to how this movie paints Caden's life. And sometimes dreaming, when the conscious mind is asleep, may not be enough. Maybe we do need outlets for this subconscious expression where our conscious mind can let go. And I think that's what art making is to me. Finding what has value and means something in my life, and then letting it go. Whether I reach people or not, I'm putting it somewhere and expressing it out of me. And I think the subconscious expression, when the conscious mind is putting its hands up in the air and letting things happen, creates some of the best performances and performers out there. I think we all have that need to express, and some of us are maybe more in tune with that out of necessity. But I think now I have an increased awareness of my dream world, an increased awareness that those things are happening under the surface for me, and maybe I can let those have a little bit more expression and room. I think I can play more with that part of me. It ain't separate. My mom also got someone to repost a quote she shared like 2 years ago, and I thought it was perfect for today's video. I do art so that my soul knows that I'm listening. I think that's at the core of what this video is about. So that sums up this review. This is not a review today, lol. But I have to say, this is probably my favorite movie I've watched in my life. I can't wait to watch more Charlie Kaufman movies. I'm thinking of Ending Things is out on Netflix, so I say Filmbuff Friday crew, let's watch it together. Let me know your thoughts on this movie, on this directing style. So yes, yay! Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you next time on next week's Filmbuff Friday review. Bye, 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 bye.